Dricus, Neil Davidson from the Canadian Press. The Springboks put out a message on social media today wishing you well. I'm sure you saw that, but do you have a sense of the support back in South Africa? Are you seeing that from here?
Oh, absolutely. It's you wouldn't believe in South Africa what the vibe is like. I'm speaking to folks back home all the time. My family's flying in from South Africa. They're arriving this afternoon. It's electrifying in South Africa. There's watch parties everywhere. There's even watch parties for previous fights happening right now as the build-up leads. We are proud people, and like you said, world champions recognizing world champions. The Springboks made history by being the first country ever to have back-to-back Rugby World Cups. They have the most World Cup wins in the history of the sport. I'm honored, the Springboks are superheroes. And for them to show their support and love towards me, it's, the motivation I get from that, it's a dream come true. And that we have that Bok fire. That's what we call it, the Bok fire. And it'll show on Saturday night.
And just a follow-up from me, if I may. You said that at the press conference you won on the mic, but do you regret making comments about somebody's abusive background? Is that something that you think should be discussed?
Well, he discussed it, so if you're gonna go out there and say, "Hey kids, you need to be abused more. Hey kids, you need drunken rage, abused beatings by your parents, like I got when I grew up," then that's you putting it out there. That's you joking about it. I wasn't joking about it. I am gonna beat the shit out of Sean Strickland. That wasn't a joke. So he made those comments. He made it public, and he was making a joke of it, not me. Do I think it's good? No, it's terrible what happened to him. It's terrible what happened to him, but now he felt. I was completely respectful towards Sean Strickland that whole press conference, and you can go watch it back, and you'll see. Even when he threw a couple of jabs, I just let it slide, and then when he tried to get the crowd up and going, the only way he knows how to by saying offensive stuff and being outrageous and just screaming over everybody, and he tried to bully me. And I wasn't going to let that slide. And that's what he did. When he saw he couldn't get the crowd behind him like he usually does, in terms of, being funny, because we were respectful towards each other, he tried to be disrespectful. And I showed him what it feels like if you get some of your own medicine. So I was 100%, I do respect him a lot, but I'm not going to let you bully me. Not at all.
Dricus, just going back to those comments, right? You said I said them to win, like to stop him winning the crowd and stuff. Is there a part of you that thinks this is a mental game as well? It clearly bothers him so much. I may as well say it this week because it might affect him going into the fight.
Yeah, but saying it again, it's that's a one-trick pony. Saying it again, it makes no sense. Obviously, I said it. If I had the opportunity to turn back time, I would do it exactly the same. But there's no need to say it again. There's no need to listen. And another thing, we'll see how he behaves himself. Like I said, you're not going to bully me. I'm here to be respectful. I'm a martial artist, but you're not going to bully me. So behave yourself, and we can have a civil banter back and forth. I'm 100% all for that, but you're not going to bully me, not at all.
You mentioned he might self-sabotage this fight. Are you concerned that he's basically going to feel the pressure after those remarks and that he might feel like he's going to lose this and he can't go out there and lose face? Is that why you think he might self-sabotage?
Yeah, I don't know what it might be. I think, for a guy with the kind of demons that Sean Strickland's fighting, one can only think, and I'm not in this situation, so I can't say, but it, self-sabotage and in a sense where he does not care what happens to him because he wants to do what he feels is necessary, because that will make him a real man. No, what makes you a real man is being an example. And yeah, like I always say, being a champion, being in the limelight, you should be yourself. I'm being myself, and I'm not always the best example, make no mistake, especially with all the cameras on, everywhere you go. It's great, it's cool, but the more I look at a guy like Conor, he gets seen doing so many wrong things. But it's just because everything he does is filmed. I feel sorry for the guy, because most of us do a lot of things that are not wrong, especially when you're out partying. You're not really considering being an example to kids when you're out partying. You're in a place, that's why there's an age restriction. and then you get filmed and it gets put all over the internet and people judge you for it. I mean, people are going to say what they're going to say, and I mean, just live your life. Don't care about it, you know, and whenever you can, try and be a good person, wherever you can. But I mean, if you make mistakes, we move on from them. So, you know, with this whole thing with him self-sabotaging, I think, I think it might be that to prove a point. And the fight is the only thing that's important to me. So what I'm saying with self-sabotage is, I also like fast cars. I like adrenaline. I'm a crazy person. I'm an adrenaline junkie. But when my fight camp starts, there's a priority. There's things that needs to happen for me to do my job, and it feels like that one aspect of him doesn't care. And then, of course, you know, the fight that happened in the crowd, that was the biggest concern for me of that whole situation, is the fact that the fight could be in jeopardy, and I'm really happy it wasn't.
Yeah.